In Keyshot, it's possible to import scanned U3M materials directly into your scene and apply them to your parts. To import U3M files, select Tools, Material Tools, and then Material Importer. There you will find the Unified 3D Material Importer. As an example, I'll import a canvas material here and drag and drop to apply it to my object. Keyshot now applies the canvas material in the correct size using the DPI value which is stored in the U3M file. By default, Keyshot applies the material in box mapping mode. My example file here is already fully UV unwrapped, so all the parts of this shoe have UV coordinates applied. This means we want to use UV coordinates to apply the textures, resulting in a more realistic look. To do so, we'll change the mapping type to UV, but you'll see that Keyshot changes the scaling of the textures. To change back to the correct scale, you need to switch back to DPI scale mode in the size and mapping settings. Unfortunately, Keyshot doesn't remember the DPI setting from box mapping, so manually change the DPI value to the same one we had in the box mapping mode. Now we have the correct texture mapping and scale applied. For the next step, we want to recolor the material. There are several ways to do this. For the first method, you need to open the U3M material in the xTex software. Open the Material drop-down menu in xTex and then select Recolor Material. xTex will automatically recognize the color of the texture, and you can now select a different color. In addition to the manual color picker, you can load Adobe color palettes to import your custom colors. After recoloring, please remember to save the material with a new file name. We'll call this one Canvas Red. Moving back into Keyshot, we'll import the Canvas Red file and apply the new material. The second recolor method allows you to change the material directly in Keyshot, but we'll need to prep the material in xTex first. Back in the xTex software, we'll open the Recolor tool again and recolor to a bright white color. You don't want to use 100% white, but rather a color really close to it. Once the base texture looks like a white material, save it once again with a new name. We'll call this one Canvas White. Import the new white material into Keyshot and apply it to the part. Next, scroll down to the Color tab of the Keyshot Material Settings, where you will find the Blend with Color function. Check the box, choose the color you want, and Keyshot will multiply it on top of the white material. This gives you more flexibility in Keyshot, and the material retains the fine color map detail. In part 2 of our Keyshot workflow videos, we'll show how you can recolor materials that contain more than one color.